I wish to invite Mr. Lulla, Mr. Suresh Lulla, founder of Qimpro Consultants, to deliver his welcome address. Mr. Lulla.
Good morning. As is the case, people from the furthest distance arrive first. And first to arrive were from Mohali. Thank you very much for making this effort. Welcome to the QualTech Prize Finals. This is our 31st. I had no idea 30 years ago that we will be having a 31st QualTech. QualTech was born at the advice of Dr. Duran. Have you heard the name Dr. Duran? The guru of quality. I worked closely with him. Dr. Duran said that if you have this mission to make quality in India, in fact, the brand made in India, into a sterling brand, you have to work with middle management. Middle management are the backbone, and they are the ones who are most ignored. When it comes to, successes, it's the leadership that goes for the trophies. When it's the blame, middle management gets the blame. So empathize with the middle management and create a platform that is exclusively for middle managers. I believe all of you are middle managers or heading to be senior managers. QualTech Prize is dedicated to the performance of cross-functional teams. We are all organized in silos, purchase, operations, etc. But the customer who pays our salary is outside the organization receiving the output of work that flows horizontally. We call that a process. So as it moves from one function to the next, starts an environment of blame. We point fingers at one another. While each is doing their job correctly, there are some parts of the process that were not defined, and it's easy to blame them. This leads to the creation of problems in an organization, chronic problems. In fact, these chronic problems sometimes even get budgeted for unknowingly. An example would be inventory. Why do we have incoming inventory? Why do we have work in progress inventory? Why do we have finished goods inventory? Do the Japanese have it? Inventory is the clear signal that you have incapable processes. Process incapability. Now, to add to the drama, banks give us loans against inventory. So I like to prop up my inventory when the banker is coming. Aren't we caught in a vicious circle? Chronic problems in an organization, depending on any of the processes, value creation, support, service, they all add up to 1/3 your total cost. Compare that to the profit of the organization. As a qualitist, you have to speak the language of management, money. Present to them, if we can halve your cost of poor quality, we can double your profit without capital investment. Then you're playing the role of a qualitist. I'd like to record our appreciation of Dr. Uday Salunke. He has been steadfastly encouraging us for the past 4 years. And without batting an eyelid, he offers us his facilities. And it is so heartwarming because the message trickles down to students and to faculty. Qualitists are born in campuses. They don't have to be trained in industry. That qualitist becomes employable and deployable, cutting down the expense of an induction program in an organization. Induction programs cost. If we can reduce the cost of an induction program and the time by preempting and training students, there's no rocket science to this. They become employable, they become deployable. Solving chronic problems. I'm sorry. If you improve the efficiency of a process, the speed of a process, efficiency, you automatically remove the waste in the process and you save costs. By improving the effectiveness of the process in terms of satisfying what the customer actually wants, you reduce customer dissatisfaction and warranty costs. Now we need to learn to talk this kind of language with management if we want quality to be in the boardroom agenda. The earliest I know of an organization that took quality into the boardroom was Cummins, India. It was the enlightened Mr. R.V. Ramchandran, who was a believer in reliability engineering, mean time between failures, mean time to repair, and he used these two on his, what do you call it, these two were the primary measures he looked at. He didn't look at profit. He said, if I get these two right, everything will fall in place. Dashboard is what I was looking for. These were the two on his dashboard. The other kind of problems are sporadic. Sporadic problems is like a firefighting department. Put the fire out. Treat the symptom of the problem. That's quality control. So there's a difference between quality control and quality improvement. In improvement, it's chronic problems. To solve a problem, you need to go through a structured methodology. Now, it may have different names under different avatars, but broadly there are only 4 steps. Problem definition. Would you believe it? Over 50% of the time, we seem to be solving a problem that management doesn't want. Defining a problem is almost 50% of the journey. Diagnosing the problem, remedying the cause, and locking the improvement into a system. That's all there is to problem solving. When you integrate left brain, logical, quality improvement tools, you become like a proficient surgeon. A surgeon is taught a methodology to do a surgery, but a reputed surgeon knows how to work with the tools and be more effective. Quality improvement tools have that advantage. So we have a QualTech prize for improvement. Now we realize that the stage of problem remedy, you've got to be innovative in your approach. Being innovative means simplification. Innovation doesn't mean complicating things, but it means simplification. So you need to tap your right brain over and above your left with creativity tools that generate ideas. These ideas get harvested and you get an innovative remedial solution. There's no rocket science to all this. The most logical people believe they have only a logical brain. We have to now get the dormant right brain active. When a child is born, it has a left brain and a right brain. Which brain does it use? Right brain. It finds creative solutions to all its needs. Admire that. Unfortunately, the parents send that child to school, where the reward and recognition is only for left brain. So if you don't practice your right brain, at some stage you believe you don't have a right brain. Careers also unfold: engineering, medicine, law, all left brain. I can see Dr. Sayan K smiling at me, but I'm probably touching your turf over here. So we have an QualTech prize for innovation also. Green practices seem to be the solution in a lot of innovation problems. And therefore we felt, with the focus now being on climate change, etc., let's pluck this out into a separate platform and not completely connect it only with problem solving, but but with practices, green practices. Say no to plastic. How are we implementing it, etc. So we will have a Green Practices Award. And it's been observed over the years that adults, their attention span is shrinking. Adults would attend a 5-day course with us and not bat an eyelid and go back with volumes of handouts. Some of you have attended these kind of courses. Today, they have no time for 5-day courses. Even in a meeting, they don't have as much attention time. 7 minutes is the maximum you can capture their attention. Is that right? They get distracted 7 minutes later. Now, what is that weapon we can use to take advantage of the 7 minutes? Storytelling. Don't give me theoretical yarn. Tell me a story. And so, the Quality Fables Prize was born in 2016, where you can tell me exactly what you would have in a theoretical manner through a story. Engage me. Get me to identify with it. And we call it fable because at the end of it, it doesn't have a moral or it doesn't involve animals and all, but real people. And these real people, what are the lessons you learned? So can you capsule what you have to say in 7 minutes, upper limit? So we hope to build an army of storytellers over the years. Now, the quantity of storytellers has not increased at the pace we were hoping. But the quality of stories is certainly improving. So we are patient about it. Maybe it's the introductory phase, and in the growth, we're going to see a lot more happening. In conclusion, I wish all 93 teams the best of luck. You made it to the finals, and that's good enough. You deserve recognition for just that. A big thank you to the 100-odd examiners. You know, each examiner does 5 projects in various combinations. They have built the credibility of this award process. A personal thank you to all my friends sitting here as judges. You bring credibility to the process. You are qualitas of the highest order. Special thank you to 57 organizations that have participated. More specifically, to the leaders of, hold your breath, HR, finance, and yes, quality. You will succeed with quality if you make good friends with finance and HR. If you don't, you're just an island in an organization. I mean it very sincerely, and I can give you examples galore about this. Make friends with the Brahmin of the organization, the finance head. He has the credibility. Finally, I would like to congratulate the Qimpro certified qualitists Over the past 5 months, we have rated 72 professionals who have earned the badge of honor. You have a card in your handout and you can see who those 72 are. I know she's standing here for me to shut up, but just a bit. Imagine your primary customer is Mother Earth. Imagine your primary customer is society. Your secondary customer is your employees. And another secondary customer is the paying customer. What kind of organization structure would you have for such a situation? Are we ready for Quality Edition 4? Quality 4.0? What should be the attributes of a trusted qualitist? I'd like to hear about this during the 3 days. Thank you very much, and I'm sorry I had a little overrun, but